What is going on, guys? It's your boy Big Dyllan and welcome back to another Destiny 2 video. Today I want to talk about the Bungie stream that just happened a little bit ago now, and basically talk about what they revealed in stream number 2 of the Curse of Osiris expansion that's coming out on December the 5th. So, honestly, I went into the stream not expecting much. I set my expectations pretty low, and honestly, I was quite surprised by what they showed off. I wasn't really expecting much out of the Infinite Forest and what it was going to be, but yeah, it looks very interesting as to how it functions and how it works. How, you know, when you go in, it could be completely different one time to the next time you play it. So that to me was one of the most interesting parts of it. So, but further ado, let's just go over a couple of the things I showed, and I'll just basically give my thoughts and opinions on those. So the first thing I want to talk about is the new huge event, the public event that they're bringing out into the DLC on the new destination Mercury. Honestly, I thought it looked amazing. It looks a lot more. It looks more fun to play. Heroic public events. Sorry, at the moment, you just usually stand in one place, shoot a boss, shoot a couple of enemies here, trigger this, maybe trigger that. You're always sort of standing still, defending a point, and just shooting, a bullet sponge boss. But this one looks to be very different. You're sort of jumping and hopping over to different areas in the Mercury destination. You're sort of going out to these little islands across the map into certain areas. So honestly, I was actually really surprised by this. It looks really, really good, and I can't actually wait to experience it myself. Because from what they showed of that, it looks absolutely amazing. And obviously, that's just one of the new public events that they're actually bringing into this DLC. So yeah, all in all, for the heroic public events and public events in general, looks really, really good. Next thing I want to talk about is the weapon forge system. Obviously, with the Osiris weapons, they said that there is 11 of these weapons to go out and chase after once you have completed the campaign. Again, you don't have to, but it is something for the people like me that want an endgame grind, can go out and chase. Basically, the way you go about getting these weapons is you will get these little cubes, let's just say. You will have to gather some materials, and the way you actually gather those materials is by completing activities that you already know within Destiny, say adventures, heroic strikes, public events, crucible matches. Just doing regular activities that you're already used to. Basically complete those, you'll be rewarded with some of these materials. You can then obviously convert and use these materials to finish the cube. You then go put that cube into the weapon forge system, then it'll give you the weapon. So all in all, that looks absolutely great, coming from my point of view, because honestly, there's not really a lot of reasons to keep playing in Destiny at the moment, but I feel like this will keep me busy for a little while. Hopefully, they sort of limit how many weapons you can do a week, actually, because I feel like if they put them all up front, I'm going to do them all in one day, and then I'm not going to have anything less, anything else to play for. So hopefully they sort of, think about that pretty smart and just sort of say give you 3 a week to do, and then next week you get another 3 different weapons. I feel like that'll play out a little bit better, honestly. The next thing I'm going to talk about is the Infinite Forest. This is the thing that actually impressed me the most, was with the way they described it was with Lego blocks connecting to each other, which will build different experiences. Now again, a different Lego block may connect into the area where you're going next, from what you obviously played previously. So there's loads of different combinations of obviously pathways to go through, whatever is built in front of you. I don't really know how to explain it unless you obviously saw it. But it looks amazing. I can't wait for this. Obviously, hopefully it'll keep the game fresh for a little bit longer, and hopefully one of the things I'm hoping and praying that they do is just sort of use this often. I hope you don't sort of do one activity a week and then you're done. Hopefully we can go in there as much as we want and keep grinding and doing stuff, whenever we please. Next thing is heroic adventures. If you don't know what adventures are in Destiny 2 at the moment, they're basically like little side quest missions that you can basically pick up from, vendors on the planets, or if you haven't done them already, you usually get them when you clear the map and obviously clear the campaign for the first time. But they're actually adding modifiers to these adventures, which for me is very, very good. There's going to be heroic versions of them as well, so they're going to be a lot more challenging. This is, again, it's just more reasons to play. This is going to keep people playing. You get rewards for completing them as well, like obviously new tokens for the new planet Mercury. You obviously maybe get some new gear as well, hopefully then it's not just a glimmer and a token, because that'll be pretty disappointing, as it'll probably just become irrelevant after like a week or two. Next thing is the strikes have actually been built into the story this time round, going into the Curse of Osiris, so you actually get to play the strikes for the first time within the story. Once you've done that, they'll be obviously included into the strike playlist where you can matchmake with other people as well. This was, in my opinion, a really good change, because I feel like the strikes in Destiny 2 are actually really good, but they're just sort of on the side. You know what I mean? They just sort of seem irrelevant. So it's nice to see that they're doing more with the strikes. Again, they talked about heroic strikes, but they didn't really mention anything else about them. They said heroic strikes are going to be in this expansion, and then they just sort of ended it there. I'm hoping and praying that we get some modifiers on the heroic strikes, and maybe some strike specific loot as well would be really nice, as that sort of give you more reasons to play. One of the things I also forgot to mention was that the huge public event that's going to be new on Mercury will actually give you 2 chests at the end instead of just the one. It actually made me laugh though, because Deej said it was going to be, you know, the most rewarding public event that they've ever done in Destiny, and I think they got 950 glimmer, 1 blue and 2 tokens. So that to me is not really that rewarding, but you know, hey ho, an extra token is always better than anything, I guess. And that's pretty much going to do it. That's pretty much the only things I wanted to talk about. You know, they didn't really reveal and talk about too much, because obviously they're trying to save some stuff for us to experience when the DLC comes out. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed listening to me, you know, vent my thoughts and opinions. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and yeah, peace.